There is a huge interest and demand in factory-built housing right now, especially in tiny futuristic prefab homes. In previous videos on my channel, we've discussed quite a few prefab home companies, ranging from the famous Boxabl to companies like Hanamobo, Abodu, Minimalist, Plant Prefab, Devel, and many others. But in today's video, I want to cover a company that I have been keeping an eye on for a little while, a company that I'm very interested in, and you may have heard of them. They are called ZenniHome. From robotic furniture to modern designs to competitive pricing, ZenniHome is in the beginning stages of offering their very own unique housing products.
Tell me more.
We'll discuss the exciting features of these homes as well as how these products compare to some of the previous ones that we've looked at in the past. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Irina. I'm a real estate agent in the state of Oregon, and here on my channel we discuss a variety of topics ranging from the housing market to the workforce to the economy at large. And of course, we talk a lot about prefab homes, specifically prefab tiny homes. I'm sure you've seen my videos about the Boxabl Casita. I have placed a deposit down for one of these homes myself. I'm on the wait list and I'm also an investor in the company, so we definitely talk a lot about that over here. But Boxabl is not the only company that we discuss, and in today's video specifically, we will be talking about ZenniHome, as I mentioned in the very beginning of this video. So ZenniHome was actually founded very recently, just in 2020, by a guy named Bob Worsley, who is actually a former US Senator representing the state of Arizona from 2012 to 2019. He wasn't just a former senator, he is actually kind of a serial entrepreneur, and one of the things that he is best known for is a product called SkyMall. Now, I'd never actually heard of SkyMall before, but apparently it was pretty major from the years 1990 to about 2015, and it was an in-flight catalog that featured very niche products. Things like a baseball bat shaped pepper grinder, a vacuum cleaner to catch flies, an alien butler drink tray, and a helmet that promises to regrow your hair using lasers. Pretty interesting stuff. Bob's co-founder is a man named Stephen D. James, who is a planning and community designer of eco-friendly master plan communities. So both of these men are in a really great position to start a company like ZenniHome. On the one hand, Bob is a serial entrepreneur and is somebody that has experience in government, and on the other hand, Stephen has experience with eco-friendly housing, which is essentially what ZenniHome is, aside from also being affordable and futuristic housing. Bob states that his reasoning behind starting ZenniHome is because he's noticed a huge issue with the lack of affordability in the housing market. Just about anybody can tell you that housing is still very competitive right now, and inflation is absolutely through the roof. So not only are houses expensive, everything is expensive right now. So what Bob is trying to do is to create a solution, especially for people that are looking to purchase a starter home. Lots of first-time buyers are being priced out in this market and are having to cough up as much as $400,000 for a starter home. But aside from being used as a primary dwelling unit, Bob states that ZenniHome products can also be used as investment properties, guest homes, corporate offices, and even stackable units to create large commercial buildings. Now let's talk a little bit about the actual products that ZenniHome is offering. So ZenniHomes are modular factory-built homes that are built using steel frame construction. They're not actually built from real shipping containers, but there are two container halves, they're also referred to as modules, that make up the homes. These modules are the size of standard containers, which makes them fairly simple to transport, and once they're on site, they are put together to create the actual home. Let's start off by talking about their more affordable product, which is called the Denizen. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Maybe it's Denizen. I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it. But this is their 320 square foot model, and the base price for this home is at $75,000. So it's $15,000 more than the Boxabl Casita and 55 square feet smaller. But I would say that the ZenniHome products provide a different experience. When I look at the ZenniHome products, I get a feel for modern luxury in a sense. Not that these homes are super large or lavish, but they do give off a different vibe. With the Boxabl Casita, what you're getting is more efficiency and affordability. Not that the Boxabl Casita isn't absolutely wonderful inside as well, and also very durable. I mean, I've put a deposit down on one, so I'm pretty excited about it, but there is definitely a different feel when we compare the two products side by side. The cool thing about ZenniHome products is the robotic furniture. So I'm gonna share my screen and show you guys what this looks like because it is pretty cool. When you are actually on the order screen for the Denizen on the ZenniHome website, you will see that they offer 8 different exterior design schemes. So if we just flip through these really quick, you can see that they offer different colors. They are all absolutely gorgeous. I love this like front porch situation here. I think it's just really beautiful. And the inside is just as amazing. You have 4 interior design schemes to choose from, all very beautiful as well. What really caught my eye about the ZenniHome products though was the robotic furniture, and this is really cool. If we look under feature details, right under robotic furniture options, you'll see that the couch transforms into a bed when you're ready to transform the living room into a master bedroom in the evening. You also get a little bit of extra closet space. You'll see how this kind of comes apart right here, and you can transform this space right here into a little home office when you need it, and it can be stashed away when you don't need it. So you have 320 square feet, but in reality it feels like more than that because this furniture is so adjustable. They offer a few different options in regards to your internet at varying price points here. You can pay $500 for an Apple TV. They've got security options as well. And then under resilience features, this is in regards to their options for drinking water and wastewater if you do want to go off grid. So this zero mass atmospheric portable water thing is very cool. So for $2,000, you can have this hydro panel, which is a very new invention. Essentially, it creates drinking water out of thin air. I'd never heard of this before. It definitely sounds incredible. If you look at the descriptions under here, it says drinking water made from sunlight and air. It's a self-contained, elegant design and delivers water directly to tap or faucet. So definitely a very cool option, again, if you're trying to go off-grid. In regards to power, you can opt for solar panels and lithium-ion batteries as well. That is going to put you out about $5,000, but it is an option that ZenniHome offers. So just for fun, if I choose all of the top-of-the-line options and I hit order summary, that puts me at $113,000. Now, what I actually really wanted to show you is you'll have to put down a non-refundable reservation fee. In this case, it's $300, but I believe that non-refundable reservation fee will differ depending on the options that you've picked out. So it might be less than $300 if you're not picking out all of like the best and most expensive options. There is a deposit upon the start of production. So in this case, it would be $10,000, and that's also non-refundable. And then the financing that will be required upon delivery is that $95,450. And we'll talk about this a little bit later in the video, but there is a financing, there's a lender that ZenniHome is partnering in order to help customers finance these products. So now that we've talked about the Denizen model, let's talk about the Citizen. This is their 640 square foot model that starts at a base price of $100,000. The Citizen has very similar customization options as the Denizen, but the Citizen is really great if you're actually trying to buy one of these products for a primary dwelling. It's great for about 2 to 4 people. It really has enough space so that you can comfortably live in it as your main house. With the Denizen, you could definitely live in there as well, but I'm not sure that it would be as spacious and comfortable as the 640 square foot option. Now, the cool thing is that both ZenniHome models do come outfitted with appliances and furniture. As far as appliances, what you will get is a gas cooktop, a dishwasher, refrigerator, washer, dryer, dual flush toilets, tankless water heater, and then you can purchase an Apple TV if you want. That is optional and an additional cost. As far as furniture, you will get a sofa, tables, chairs, desk, shelves, and that robotic furniture if you choose to go that route, which I think would be really great. It really helps maximize the usage of a smaller space. One thing that I did want to make sure and mention in this video is that they do include a current estimation disclaimer on their website. So even though they have base prices for both models, you know, $75,000 for the Denizen and $100,000 for the Citizen, they don't guarantee that these prices won't fluctuate. So on their website, they state that we will not be able to guarantee prices until the factory is fully operational, and they're estimating that the factory will be fully operational by Q4 of 2022, so we're almost there. But they won't be able to guarantee prices until that's done and until your unit is in the production queue, which would be approximately 3 months before delivery. They also say that they reserve the right to increase prices based on supply and inflationary forces out of our control. So that's definitely a good thing to keep in mind. This isn't necessarily like unheard of. If you're buying a new construction house, from the time that you actually reserve your home and put down a deposit to the time that you're going to be moving in, your price can change many times. Both the actual price of the home and your interest rate can fluctuate. So this isn't unheard of, but it's good to have that disclaimer on the site so that people are aware of what they're getting themselves into. As far as the process, the shipping, and the time frame, ZenniHome does have a very detailed outline of all of those different things on their website as well, which I find to be really helpful, especially if you're actually seriously thinking about buying one of these homes. So I will link that detailed step-by-step guide in my description box down below if that's something that you want to check out. But they do mention that you will need a concrete foundation, crane access for installation, and connection to utilities unless you're planning on going off-grid. Now, of course, you will have to make sure that you get everything figured out in regards to zoning and permitting. That can definitely be a big pain when you are looking to build a house. Even though you're not actually building this home, it's being built off-site, you still have to make sure that you can actually place this home on your parcel of land. So that's something that you need to figure out directly with the city. They do have some instructions about that in their process list, so definitely check that out. But they do say that it would be about a 6-month process from the time of reservation to your move-in date, and this is once their factory is fully operational. So as far as shipping costs, the current estimation is $4 per mile for the Denizen and $8 per mile for the Citizen. So from Arizona to my address in Portland, Oregon, it would be $4,644 to ship the Denizen and $9,288 to ship the Citizen. Speaking of their warehouse, they are located in Page, Arizona, and their warehouse is actually located on a decommissioned Navajo generating station. One of the articles that I read states that from the ashes of one of the world's largest coal power plants, we are building a sustainable green housing factory, one with enormous employment potential for the Navajo Nation. And this is a quote from Bob, who is the founder of ZenniHome. He also says that their location in Page provides ample room for expansion, including potential for a future 1 million square foot gigafactory, a strategic location near our west and southwest markets, and access to a highly skilled local workforce. I also found it really interesting that Bob had mentioned that their goal is to build 500 homes a week out of one gigafactory. He said that no one in the country can build more than 3,000 homes in 6 weeks, and we'll do that. So that is something that Boxabl and ZenniHome really have in common, is their huge ambitions, which is what makes it so exciting to follow these companies. Galliano has stated in the past that their goal is to be building a house a minute. So these are really key players in the housing market. I've said this time and time again, this is the future of housing. In the future, we are not necessarily going to be asking, who built your house, but which factory or which warehouse did it come from. We're going to be buying our houses in a very similar way to how people purchase cars or other products. Now, I'm not saying that traditional stick-built homes will be obsolete, but I do think that factory-built housing is going to be a lot more common than it is now. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on their factory progress. I'm very excited about these products and seeing what other products ZenniHome will come out with in the future. So if you want to be updated on what's going on, not just with ZenniHome, but with other prefab tiny home companies, definitely make sure you subscribe and turn on your bell notifications, and let me know in the comments down below what companies you'd like me to cover in future videos as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely follow me over on Instagram at Irina D if you'd like to see more of my life behind the scenes. And as you know, I am a real estate agent here in Oregon. If you or anyone you know have any real estate needs, whether that's buying, selling, or investing, all of my contact information is in the description box down below. I'd love to help you achieve your home goals. Other than that, I will see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!